The present simple. The present simple is formed using the present tense form of a lexical verb. The same is the base form for all persons except third person singular. Third person singular is formed by adding s or es to the base form. The present simple formation. First person singular. I talk a lot. Second person singular. You talk a lot. Second person plural. You talk a lot. Third person plural. They talk a lot. Third person plural. The children talk a lot. First person plural. We talk a lot. Third person singular. He talks a lot. Third person singular. She talks a lot. Third person singular. It talks a lot. Third person singular. One talks a lot. Third person singular. The child talks a lot. Third person inflection. In most verbs, s is added to base form. First person singular. I worry about it. Second person singular. You worry about it. Second person plural. You worry about it. Third person plural. They worry about it. Third person plural. The children worry about it. First person plural. We worry about it. Third person singular. He worries about it. Third person singular. She worries about it. Third person singular. It worries about it. Third person singular. The child worries about it. Verbs ending in consonant plus y. Y changes to I and es is added to base form. First person singular. I miss her. First person plural. We miss her. Second person singular. You miss her. Second person plural. You miss her. Third person plural. They miss her. Third person plural. The children miss her. Third person singular. He misses her. Third person singular. She misses her. Third person singular. It misses her. Third person singular. The child misses her. Verbs ending in s, z, ch, sh or x. Es is added to base form for a small number of verbs ending in a single s. Variations are possible in which the S is doubled. For example, he focuses or focuses. She focuses or focuses. It focuses or focuses on the problem of unemployment. So, when you are using focus with he, she, or it, or third person singular, so the first S is doubled. For example, FOCUSES or FOCUSSES. The primary school buses or buses children in from miles around. You can use bus with doubling the first S or just using only one S. For example, BUSES or BUSSES. The question biases people against voting yes. BIASES or BIASSES. There are also some other special cases of spelling and or pronunciation. For example, when using be, you say I am, so be changes into a. When you're using it with you, you say you are, we are, they are. So be changes into are. And when you are using it with he, she, or it, it changes into is. He is, she is, it is. You cannot say I be, you be, we be, they be, or he be, she be, it be. You have to say I am, you are, we are, they are, he is, she is, it is. In the same way, when you use do with he, she, or it, you say he does, she does, it does. You cannot say he do, she do, or it do. In the same way, when you use say with he, she, or it, you say he says, she says, it says. In the same way, when you are using have with he, she, or it changes into has. He has, she has, it has. When you are using go with he, she, or it changes into goes. He goes, she goes, it goes. The declarative and interrogative forms of the present simple are shown here. The present simple declarative and interrogative forms. I work, declarative, affirmative. You work, declarative, affirmative. We work, declarative, affirmative. They work, declarative, affirmative. I don't work, negative, but informal. I do not work, negative, but more formal. You do not work, more formal. Negative, more formal. You don't work, negative, informal. We don't work, negative, informal. We do not work, negative, more formal. They don't work, negative, informal. They do not work, negative, more formal. Do I work? Interrogative, affirmative. Do you work? Interrogative, affirmative. Do they work? Interrogative, affirmative. Do we work? Interrogative, affirmative. Do they work? Interrogative, affirmative. Don't I work? Negative, informal. Don't you work? Negative, informal. Don't we work? Negative informal. Don't they work? Negative informal. Do I not work? Negative more formal. Do you not work? Negative more formal. Do they not work? Negative more formal. He works. Declarative affirmative. She works. Declarative affirmative. It works. Declarative affirmative. It works. Declarative affirmative. One works. Declarative affirmative. He doesn't work. Negative informal. She doesn't work. Negative informal. It doesn't work. Negative informal. One doesn't work. Negative informal. He does not work. Negative more formal. She does not work. Negative more formal. It does not work. Negative more formal. One does not work. Negative more formal. Does he work? Interrogative affirmative. Does she work? Interrogative affirmative. Does it work? Negative interrogative affirmative. Does one work? Interrogative affirmative. Doesn't one work? Negative informal. Doesn't he work? Negative informal. Doesn't she work? Negative informal. Doesn't it work? Negative informal. Does he not work? Negative more formal. Does she not work? Negative more formal. Does it not work? Negative more formal. Does one not work? Negative more formal.